to announce it.
Okay, right, fine. Right, so let's move on. Members of the public are reminded that the agenda and all the reports being considered by the panel today can be found on the council website under the licensing panel meetings page. So if you want to see them, that's where to look. I also want to make sure that all members have seen the agenda and reports. So please speak now if you've not seen them. I know we've seen them because I've already checked with you. I'd like to remind members of the need to hear all of the evidence in each report we're considering tonight. This is a legal requirement. If you find you're having technical problems and need to log out of the meeting and come back in again, please let me know immediately or as soon as possible by turning on your microphone and letting me know so as we can actually check to see how much you may have missed and decide if we need to recap or if in fact we've got the member needs not to vote or would not be allowed to vote on that item. Finally, I would say to any member of the public listening and watching, thank you for joining us this afternoon. We hope this meeting will go well, but any virtual meeting may suffer from unexpected technical hitches, so please bear with us. I should also clarify that this meeting is being recorded and will be made available on the Council's YouTube channel in the next few days. Contributors to the meeting are asked to remember that they will therefore be included in the recording of the public meeting. Thank you. We now move on to the first agenda on the item. This afternoon's application is an application of a premises licence for the Beauty Bar, 150 The Crossways, Hounslow, Heston Central Ward. Where we need time contributions, I will ask the legal officer to alert me when allocated timings have been reached. I will also ask her to alert me prior to any guillotine being reached if we've not concluded the meeting by that time. May I remind all members, officers and public speakers at this meeting to introduce themselves each time they speak and also to turn off their microphones when they finish speaking. It's also important to speak slowly and clearly so that everyone can understand what you are saying. Finally, if you're making reference to any agenda documentation, please give the page and paragraph details. Right. We only have one agenda item this afternoon, which is Ms. Gill is in attendance. So the process for the application, the officer will the officer is introduction and confirmation of facts. The officer to give their presentation on the application. The applicant will then be asked if they agree with the circumstances described in the officer's report. There are no police or licensing authority or other bodies present, so we can skip them. The applicant's case, I'll then invite the applicant to speak for 5 minutes in total and then answer questions from all other parties. Being this evening, that will be the councillors. So we then, having heard all of that, we will move to summing up, when I will ask the parties to sum up their positions. But again, it's only the Miss Gill that's there, so I'll be asking her to sum up there, but not introducing any new material, just summing up on what's already been said. The panel will then leave the meeting to discuss the case and reach its decision. It will be joined by no one else except the legal officer, who's there to give advice on the law, but will not be party to the decision. Once we've done that, we will return to the meeting to read out a description of the application, and that will conclude the consideration of this item. We will therefore now begin the formal hearing on the case. I will start by inviting the licensing officer to introduce the report.
Thank you, Chair. Members are requested to determine an application for the grant of a premises licence in respect of Beauty Bar, 150 The Crossways, Hounslow, TW5 0JR. This application was submitted by Mrs. Gill, The licensable activity applied for is as follows. Supply of alcohol on the premises, Monday to Sunday, 10 to 2200 hours. Hours premises open to the public, Monday to Sunday, 10 to 2200 hours. The application has been properly made and all procedures correctly followed. The application has been attached as Appendix A. The premises are not currently licensed. The premises are situated in an area of mixed commercial and residential properties. The premises are located within the cumulative impact policy area for Hounslow, North West Isleworth and Heston. The appropriate ward councillors, neighbouring wards, local residents and responsible authorities have been consulted. Of those consultees identified in paragraph 6.2, there have been 2 representations from other persons concerned with the possible increase in public nuisance and antisocial behaviour. The representations in full have been attached as Appendix B. The licensing enforcement officer has not submitted a representation. He has suggested conditions to the applicant that could be added to the licence if granted. As you will see from the correspondence emails, the applicant has agreed to the conditions. The emails and conditions have been attached as Appendix C. A copy of the report and all representations received have been sent to the applicant. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Nicola. Right, now I might now move on to the applicant and ask if you agree the circumstances as described by the officer. And just to clarify, this is not yet the time for you to put your own cases, just to get confirmation of the facts at this stage. So are you happy with the facts as outlined by our officer?
Yes, I'm happy with everything.
Right, thank you. Okay,
Yes,
so
I'm happy with everything.
I'm sorry? No, you're breaking up. I can't hear you.
I was just saying, no, I am happy with everything.
Oh, that's good. Okay, thank you. Right, we've got no one here to make representations. Right, and now, where are we? So I'm jumping forward here. Right, we now move forward to the submission from the applicant. So may I ask if they state their name and address and give their reasons for their application. May I also remind you that you may only speak for a total of 5 minutes overall. So if you'd like to speak to your application, Ms. Gill.
Hello, everybody. My name's Val Gill. I've been running this salon, Beauty Bar, for almost 20 years. A very successful salon. We've been doing really well, apart from with what happened with COVID. And all I wanted to do was offer the odd glass of wine here and there, and I've been told I need to have a license in order to do that. We're not going to have a change when it comes to the amount of people that would be coming into the salon. It'd still be exactly the same footfall. So there shouldn't be any problems on that side of things. Yep, that is pretty much it. It's just an odd glass of wine while someone's getting their hair done or having a facial.
Okay, thank you very much. So I'm now going to move on.
Sorry, can I just add also,
Yes,
it wouldn't be a bar as such, so it's not a case of somebody coming in for a drink. You would have had to have a treatment or pay for a treatment in order to get that glass of wine.
Right, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, we now have the opportunity to ask questions of the applicant, and I'll ask members to do so. So we go in order. So first, Medea, do you wish to ask any questions of the applicant?
Well, thank you, Chair. Hi, Balby. Yes, I do. Just a couple. You've mentioned, just for clarity, you've mentioned that you've had this business for 20 plus years. During that period, has it never occurred to you that you would like to have a license during that time? Why now? Just out of curiosity.
In all honesty, I didn't know I had to have a license, and in the past I have served a glass of wine during Christmas. I only kind of came across it when COVID happened, and I was looking at law and restrictions, and I wanted to change things around and thought, right, I need more business. And then I came across an article how salons do require a license. So that is the only reason.
Sure. And the alcohol that will be served to your customers on the premises, is that going to be strictly on site, or will they be allowed to go away with it off site?
No,
just strictly on
you
site.
can't go off site. Strictly
Okay.
on site.
Sure. Okay. And are there any limits to how much is just one glass per customer? One serving?
I've never really had any clients have more than one glass. Saying that, majority of them, they would come in and they have to drive into the area. So I can't really see anybody else really drinking. If it is locals, I've never really had anyone have more than 2 glasses, but I've never placed those restrictions on anybody in the past either, though.
Sure. Just my final question, I'll give the others a chance. When you made the application, were you aware that it falls within the cumulative impact zone?
No.
Do you understand what that means?
No, I don't.
Well, actually, what it is, it's a zone in central Hounslow where there's a concentration of like businesses, bars, etc. And it's really an attempt to stop the spread of that in any major sense. So it means it gives the committee the opportunity to consider that when considering the application. So it becomes a part and parcel of it. It doesn't say we're not going to do it. It says that we should consider it when we're looking, that it is a cumulative impact area.
Right.
But
Okay.
it's all of central Hounslow and North Heston.
Okay.
Thank you for clarifying that, Chair. And I just wanted to know for clarity purposes whether you were clear. But thank you. Thank you, Babir.
Right. Thank you, my dear. Samina, do you have any questions?
Yeah, hello, hi, good afternoon, Balbir. It's Miss Samina Nagra. It's not really Richard already. The same question is coming to my mind, and Madiha already asked that. Just few things I just want to be clarified within this. Your beauty bar salon, what time this is really opening and closing basically? Because I know that you ask about the alcohol, you want to know the premises. Normally, like in 20 plus years, what was your business hours?
For the first 10 odd years, probably 10 to 6. And the last 10, we open up until late. So after 6 p.m., there are only allocated appointments. And then we do surcharges. So if they've been pre-booked, then we're open up until
Your voice is breaking. Your voice is breaking, Balbir. I can't hear properly, but it's all right. And one more thing, so it means if your bar is closing.
Sorry.
Can you hear me now? Yeah. Hello, Balbir.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you fine.
Okay, just because as you said, normally your business closes by 6 p.m. It means you applied for the license of alcohol. It means after 6 o'clock you'll just open the shop.
No. Our treatments for the last 10 years, we have opened from 10 to 10. So today, let's say I have an appointment at 8 p.m. for a facial. So only the first 10 years, we were open 10 to 6. The last 10 years, we are flexible with our hours. We have fixed hours of 10 to 6. After 6 p.m., we do surcharges. So anything that we do after 6 p.m., there's a surcharge. Let's say somebody from central London working out, they finish work at 6. Then we do evening appointments, let's say for waxing or facials. And like I said, for today, I'm doing an appointment at 8 p.m. for a facial. I hope everybody can hear me.
Yeah. So I can hear you. It's all right. Okay. That's all right, Richard, so far. Only I just concerned. I just asked that. Thank you anyway.
Fine. I think my colleagues have covered most points. I'm happy with what they've said. I can't think of anything else I want to ask at the moment, other than the fact you must have been at school when you started 20 years ago. You don't look old enough to have been doing it 20 years ago.
That's true. Thank you.
But that's probably more of a reflection on my age than it is anything else. Anyway, so anyway, I'm going to move on. And my colleagues, do you have any further questions you wish to ask of the applicant? Dear?
No, Richard. For
No.
my side is no, yeah. I'm just pretty fine enough, yeah. Enough areas covered.
Okay.
Not from me either, Richard. Thank you.
Okay, so we don't have anything from police or anybody. Now move to submissions from other persons. No. Got an awful waste of paper today. Right, I'm now going to ask Ms. Gill if you've got any further comments to make, any representations as final comments that you'd like to make. I'll give you that opportunity now.
Right, okay. Basically, I really want to serve, let's say, a glass of wine while someone's having a facial, having their hair colour. I don't even have that kind of clientele. The majority of my clientele are between the ages of 40 and 60. So it's not a case of I'm going to have a couple of youngsters drinking or even drinking outside the salon, because we won't facilitate that. It's just in the salon, in the premises. And it's as simple as that. It's just a complimentary, it's just a nice thing. I just want the salon to be probably one of the best in West London. Like, I just want to keep on upping my game. We've won several awards, and I just want to push it on that level on the business side. I'm also very much part of the community, and majority of the people who do come in are locals too.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Gill. I'm now going to move on to a panel deliberations, and what I'll do, I'll invite our legal advisor to clarify the procedure for making the decision and what options are open to us as a licensing panel. Oh, sorry, I've missed something in the licensing. We did have some objections, which I must bring to our attention. I'll skip that. Where are we?
Chair, it's Kinese Ali, the legal advisor. I think we want to look at page 23 to 25.
Yeah, that's where I'm getting it. 23 to 25. Yeah, I've got it. So,
and they're not objections.
It's 23 or 22? 22, isn't it?
No, 23 to 25. Yes, sorry, 24 to 25 are the conditions agreed with the licensing team.
No, I was looking at the two objections.
Oh, that's pages 22 to 23.
Yeah, which is Appendix B. So I don't know if are there any comments by the members on this, Medea, on the? Have you read the objections that were sent in writing? Yeah, have you?
Yes, I did. I can't really see how they would relate directly to this particular venue, though. No. But I have one question for Balbir, if that's okay with you, Chair.
Yeah.
I was just for my clarification, the CCTV cameras that you've agreed to install on your premises, will they be focusing just inside the premises, or will they cover externally as well?
We have them outside already, so we have them everywhere.
Right, okay, because this is not mentioned.
We have them outside too.
Great, thank you. That's all for me.
Okay, Samina, do you have any comments to make in regard?
Not really, just only thinking about as if the cameras installed over there, just thinking about prevention of crime and disorder. If the beliefs of a camera is outside or inside, it will be pretty, looks like safe for the customers and for the children, for home, everything, public safety. It's fine anyway. Nothing else.
I'm going to say something very, I shouldn't really say naughty, but I mean, I can't see us having any other problems than somebody being attacked with a hairpin or something. I don't think it's that sort of business that is going to be having punch-ups on the outside.
No, sometimes happen if the people have the overdrunk, you know that. So, but because as a Miss Gill said that, it's so okay, it depends, no limitations. They have one or couple of glasses. I believe so. If they have more, it should be fine. They don't have the they make any kind of nuisance or any kind of crime. Just thinking about that one so far is that people have that take over, over drink. So that's only thinking about that, nothing else. So I believe so. So Miss Gill understands. So what is the criteria? She should be fine with this. Yeah.
Right. Now we turn to Appendix C, which is Charlie Hennessy's.
Is Madiha wants to ask something, Richard?
Sorry.
Madiha?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just a little bit of banter for Baldur, but it's fine. You carry on, please.
We like a bit of banter. Right. Anyway, I'm going on to Appendix C now, which is Charlie Hennessy's report of his discussions with the applicant and the agreement of the conditions. Is that correct, Kanitz? Are you with us? Have we lost her?
No, I am. I was just trying to unmute myself.
I thought you'd gone off to Harrow on the Hill again.
No, I'm quite with you virtually. Yes, so the conditions are set out on pages 24 and 25 of the agenda pack, and it seems to suggest that Ms. Gill has agreed those conditions with the licensing team, so you may want Mrs. Gill to confirm that.
Okay, yeah. So you're okay with that, Ms. Gill, those conditions that were agreed with our security officer, Charlie Hennessy?
Yes, I'm in agreement with that. Okay.
And there being the personal license holder will be yourself as the processor.
Correct.
But there will be written authorization to be given to a member of staff when you're not on duty. That you appreciate that you need to have somebody in control.
I understand.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just skipping through these. That's right. Okay. I think we now reached the stage where I'm going to ask our legal advisor to clarify the procedure before we go off to our other not visible room, virtual room.
Yeah. Thank you, Chair. So the panel will now retire and go into the deliberation room, which is a separate room to consider the application and the written representations, as well as the representations and submissions made by the applicant. The panel will have the following options. So the panel can grant the application in full, or grant the application in part or in full, subject to standard condition with extra conditions, or the panel can refuse the application. During the deliberation, only panel members will be present, together with myself as the legal advisor, to advise the panel. As the legal advisor, I will not be taking part in the decision-making process, but will just be there to advise the panel and to guide them in the legal context. Normally, we cannot say how long the deliberation will take, but it's important that the panel gives full weight to all the evidence before them and the representation and submissions made. But Chair, we normally say it shouldn't take anything more than 15 minutes, but if it does, then this will be conveyed through our support team. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, we hope that we've achieved it within 15 minutes, but if it's going to get on, then we'll let our people know, so they will notify you. But we prefer if you were to remain there until we come back with our decision. Okay. So, my colleagues, Medea, Samina, and Kanitz, we retire now to our luxurious room that we're going to sit in and deliberate. Thank you. Right, okay. So we're missing.
I think we're just waiting for Councillor Nagra to join us.
There is. There she is. Right, okay. Right, so we've we've considered your application. We've agreed to grant your application in full, but taking into account those conditions that were attached by the licensing enforcement officer. So those will be attached to your license when it's published. Anybody who's not in agreement with the application can appeal to the magistrates within 21 days. A full working report will be sent to you within 5 working days. So I won't hasten to try and cross all T's and dot all I's, but that will be available to you within those 5 days. So apart from that, have I forgotten something, Kenny? I seem to be in my head I've forgotten something.
No, Councillor, you've covered
okay.
points.
Yeah, so anyway, it just remains for me, and I'm sure my colleagues, to wish you the best of luck with your business, and hopefully you will be serving those ladies with nice haircuts and a dash of champagne for years to come.
Thank you to everybody. Thank you so much. And feel free to come in for a facial or massage.
Don't worry, we will definitely visit one day in your salon.
Excellent.
Definitely.
I can't say I will.
Looking forward to seeing everybody.
No, Richard, you can as well. You can.
Okay. I let my hair grow long all the time.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anyway, thank you very much, all of you. We've finished quite early and in time, so you've got all of the evening to look forward to.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
And
Bye-bye.
good luck for Miss Gilia.
Look after yourselves.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.
No problem. Thank
Bye.
you, Richard. Thank you, Madiha. Thank you, Kenise. All right, take care. Bye,
Thank
William.
you, everyone. Thanks very
Bye-bye.
much.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Jill. Bye.
Right.